Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's MarkZ from Iraqi Dinar, and today we have some crucial updates to share. If you're interested in Iraq's economy, particularly its banking sector and international financial relations, you'll want to stick around because I have insightful news that could shape Iraq's financial future. In this video, we will discuss the latest developments in Iraq's banking system, including new regulations issued by the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) and key updates regarding Iraq's relationship with the U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve. As many of you know, Iraq is currently navigating a range of international banking challenges, and significant moves are taking place behind the scenes that could impact the country's financial trajectory. One of the primary topics we'll be covering is a recent announcement by the CBI, which disclosed that it had held discussions with representatives from the Iraqi Treasury and the U.S. Federal Reserve. These meetings addressed various critical aspects of Iraq's banking framework, particularly regarding the regulation and management of international transactions, especially those involving the U.S. dollar. A major point of discussion in these meetings was the necessity of maintaining trust and cooperation with international correspondent banks. For Iraq's economy to stabilize and develop, it is imperative that global banks continue to have confidence in Iraq's financial institutions. This highlights the reality that Iraq cannot operate in financial isolation. Rather, it must maintain strong connections with global financial networks to ensure its place in the international market. However, one pressing concern that emerged from these discussions was the issue of restrictions placed on certain Iraqi banks regarding international transactions. In light of these developments, the CBI has emphasized the importance of relying on official sources for accurate information concerning the banking sector. There have been rumors suggesting that some Iraqi banks are facing international sanctions, but it is essential to remember that such claims remain unverified unless confirmed by authoritative sources. The internet is often a breeding ground for misinformation, and with so many discussions happening online, it is easy for false information to spread rapidly. For instance, some reports have claimed that Iraqi banks are being entirely severed from global financial systems, which is an exaggeration. While concerns regarding Iraq's banking situation are understandable, it is critical to depend on verified updates from the CBI, which serves as the primary authority on these matters. Shifting focus to another important topic, recent reports indicate that budget discussions concerning the Kurdistan region are making progress. One of the notable developments includes the approval of specific rates for oil exports from Kurdistan. Given that oil is a cornerstone of Iraq's economy, these newly implemented budget measures could significantly influence the financial landscape of the country. The real question is whether these changes will reshape Kurdistan's economic standing and its role within Iraq's broader financial framework. Ideally, these adjustments will contribute to greater financial stability and enhance Kurdistan's ability to generate revenue from oil exports. Notably, optimism regarding Iraq's economic reform process appears to be growing, with many believing that progress is being made at an accelerated pace. It is encouraging to see that Iraq may be entering a new phase of stability and development under the guidance of leaders dedicated to these financial reforms. Turning our attention to the international stage, a significant development recently emerged from Iran that has direct implications for Iraq's banking sector. The Central Bank of Iran announced its decision to bar 5 Iranian banks from engaging in U.S. dollar transactions due to concerns related to financial misconduct, including money laundering and activities that could compromise the stability of the global financial system. This move underscores the broader efforts to limit access to U.S. dollars for institutions involved in questionable financial practices. The decision is particularly significant because it restricts these banks' ability to conduct international transactions, given that the U.S. dollar is the dominant currency in global trade. Although these Iranian banks can still operate using other currencies, their exclusion from U.S. dollar transactions places severe limitations on their financial operations. This development is noteworthy because Iraq has faced similar challenges in securing access to U.S. dollars. For instance, in 2023, the U.S. government imposed sanctions on multiple Iraqi banks due to allegations of facilitating dollar transfers to Iran and other sanctioned entities. This is part of broader efforts to prevent financial institutions from engaging in activities that could violate international sanctions. The key question now is how Iraq will navigate these financial restrictions moving forward. The CBI has already placed limitations on several Iraqi banks, barring them from conducting transactions in US dollars. This restriction curtails their ability to access essential foreign currency, which could hinder their participation in international finance. While these measures aim to prevent Iraq from becoming a channel for illicit financial transactions, they also pose significant challenges to the country's banking sector. Recently, 5 additional Iraqi banks have been subjected to these restrictions, including Arman Iraq for Islamic Investment and Finance, Islamic Bank, Al-Miraj Al-Arabi Islamic Bank, United Bank for Investment, and Al-Sanam Islamic Bank. These institutions have been prohibited from participating in the daily US dollar auction hosted by the CBI, which is Iraq's primary means of acquiring hard currency for international trade and financial transactions. Being excluded from this auction is a considerable setback, as it forces these banks to seek alternative methods to obtain US dollars, complicating their ability to conduct cross-border financial dealings. However, it is important to note that while these banks are restricted from dealing in US dollars, they are still allowed to operate in other currencies such as the euro, the British pound, or regional currencies like the Turkish lira. This offers them some flexibility in continuing their international operations, albeit with increased difficulties. As we progress through 2024, the CBI appears to be exercising greater caution in managing Iraq's international financial relations, particularly concerning the use of US dollars. The US Treasury has been closely monitoring the situation, and in a recent move, it took action against Al-Huda Bank, an Iraqi financial institution, by cutting off its access to the American financial system. This was part of a broader initiative aimed at cracking down on financial entities suspected of facilitating transactions that could undermine global sanctions or contribute to illicit activities. These developments highlight the delicate balance Iraq must maintain between fostering economic growth and complying with international financial regulations. On one hand, a robust banking sector is essential for Iraq's economic expansion. But on the other hand, adherence to global financial standards is necessary to ensure Iraq remains in good standing within the international financial community. This balancing act will be crucial in determining Iraq's financial stability in the years ahead. So, there you have it, an in-depth look at the latest updates concerning Iraq's banking system and its international financial challenges. It is evident that Iraq's financial landscape is undergoing a period of substantial transformation, and these ongoing developments will be important to monitor. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these issues. What do you think about the recent restrictions imposed on Iraqi banks? How do you see these changes influencing Iraq's economic future? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on Iraq's financial news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.